So, hey, so welcome. My name is John Walsh. We're here at the core booth at NAB. Here we're showing off some of our new items, and really as both on the camera side and the lighting world have gravitated towards higher power consumption items as well as higher voltages, right? Sky panels, cream source, they all run off 48 volts. So what we have done here with our Renegade system, and these are all the same size housing, but they use different chemistries to create different watt hours. So starting on our left, we have our Renegade, which will retail for $24.99. This has the external PFQ charger, which will 0 to 100% charge that unit in 3.5 hours. The Renegade itself is a 777 watt hour lithium iron phosphate. It's a cousin of lithium ion. LiFePO, as you might have heard it, is a bigger cell. They can handle a lot of amperage and current going through that, making them very durable and therefore giving you a longer life. The drawback is, as energy dense, we are limited in what we can do. That's why it's a 777 watt hour, whereas our Renegade XLs are 1375, as I'll get into in a moment. With the Renegade is the LCD screen will give you remaining runtime as well as remaining charge time. And then you'll see the 48 volt PowerCon blue on the left, along with 15 volt, 28 volt standard kind of camera connections, all handling 12 amps, while our 48 volt will do 15 amps. So good for any aperture, cream source like I mentioned, sky panels, light panels, Geminis, etc. Our XL, as we have named them, like I said, is 1,375 watt hours. Both of these models here have that same capacity. The difference between XL and XL48 is 48, as you could probably guess, is specific for 48 volt fixtures. It has two 48 and 15 amp PowerCon connections on there, allowing it to run in Aputure LS1200, which I believe we're the only ones that can actually power that fixtures among others. So for lighting only type installations, project and companies, the XL48 is a good option, which by the way, these LED status bars that work with our internal chargers, which they have on both units, you'll see plugged in here. They're 5.5 hours, 0 to 100% charge. What's nice about the XL is we've also put two PowerCon connections on here. They'll work with an external charger, an SFQ48, to allow these units to be charged 0 to 100% in 2.5 hours. These PowerCons also double to allow the units to be daisy chained to gang 2, 3 together to create, a 2,600 watt hour battery if you want. These units have a 48 volt, a 28 volt, and then the two 15 volts, as you'll see here. What's also nice is this is an OLED screen, so a little easier to be seen during the midday sun, but we can also have more functionality out of that OLED. For example, on a boot up sequence, we can have it say Core, SWX, or whatever that customer may want, and can pull more data off of it as well. The XL models have, if we can get in here, have the two power taps, a USB. USB, as you can imagine, is for any firmware updates. And then the power tap can actually connect to our VoltBridge dongle. What that allows the user to do is view the battery's health data, be able to see where the battery is in its life, what the learned amperage is, cycle count, etc. Like all core products, we warranty everything for 2 years, 2,000 cycles, so you'll get a very good longevity out of them. And last thing I want to show you is our GT8 charger. So on our back two positions, we have the Helix 9, the Helix Max 9 and the Helix Max 150. They're dual voltage batteries, but like we showed at Cinegear when Walter came by, is we have our higher capacity Helix Max batteries. So we have these gold mount as well as V mount and the B mount position here. One thing I do want to note, you'll see this symbol, the RFID symbol on the Helix Max, as well as all of our Neo series batteries. What this allows a user to do is pull up the battery's health data with any free NFC reader, iOS, Android app. Again, being able to see that learned amperage without the need for an expensive charger. Speaking of chargers, our GT8 here is brand new at the show. We have designed this to essentially allow users who have an Alexa 35 the ability to fly with that camera and not have to worry about any IATA travel restrictions on lithium ion. So this is the charger that is specific to our Helix Max, as it's high voltage only. And what it allows is 498 watt hour batteries to be charged in 50 minutes. You'll see we have a sub 60 there. That means it's under an hour charge. And 4 150s in like an hour and 40 minutes. Therefore, a user can create a kit, two 98s, 2 150s, and be able to fly across the country, capture sports, what have you, whatever else is there. So that's it, what we hear for new products at NAB. Walter, as always, we appreciate you coming to the show. So here, as we moved over a little bit to the front of the booth, we have a core wall link. This was something that we have developed as many rental houses have multiple locations and they want to be able to manage batteries remotely or have them off a shelf, be able to visually see where the battery is, etc. So our wall link here, it can come in 8 or 16 as we're showing in these units right now. It's a fast charger. We'll do it at 3 amps per channel, but they also connect to Volt Bridge. And what that Volt Bridge allows, as you can see, this just shut down for a fun reason. But you can get the battery's health data, boom, beautiful. So you can see the current capacity, the design capacity, and what the actual capacity is. So as the battery ages, that actual capacity over time will diminish. Again, travel restrictions with lithium ion are always a problem. It's always fun. So what we have incorporated in our wall link, as we have in certain like a Mach 4 models of our base chargers, is a safe fly mode. What that'll do is you put the batteries on, you hit your airplane button, it will discharge the batteries to 30% to make them compliant with the shipping and flying restrictions that IATA has come out with. So these are fully customizable. We would work with the rental house if they would want to set it up. As you can imagine, it does require a lot of juice and power, AC off the wall. What's also nice about this that I didn't mention is if there is, let's say, a rental house that has locations Chicago, New York, Atlanta, LA, what have you, one person can kind of tap in and see where all their batteries, their entire fleet are, which the charges are, how many need to be replaced, et cetera, So what that will do is allow that rental house to better manage their batteries fleet and always give those customers the freshest batteries who may be on that long shoot, what have you, and really avoid sending out batteries that might be 2-3 years old down the line and should be looked at to be replaced. So wall link, we don't even have pricing availability yet, something that we wanted to show here at NAB to get a lot of feedback, and it's been nice because it has been positive. So look for more information coming out this over the next couple of weeks. And, that's a wrap. Day 3, NAB, we're almost over. So, Walter, hey, appreciate you coming by, man. It's always good to see you. Thank you. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Much better. So you're all warmed up on me.
Yeah, I got like 3 days of this.